guys, welcome back. Well, welcome to, rather, Farm Manager 2021. Much a surprise to me as it was anyone else. I really didn't see that coming. I actually kind of threw Farm Manager on as just a throwaway one that I assumed nobody would vote for. And then, like, lots of people voted for it. I was very, very surprised by this. Hang on, I'm just fixing a couple of things here in YouTube, so bear with me 1 second if you could. But yeah, I was, when I left the house this morning, when I had posted the thing, it was very clear it was either going to be Stranded Alien Dawn or XCOM. And then I, got out of work, and all of a sudden, everyone's all about Farm Manager 2021. So here we are, Farm Manager 2021. I don't know. I don't vote for these things. Well, I did. I mean, I did actually place a vote. I mean, I do vote for myself, but I didn't really see. I didn't vote for this, but here we are. Here we are. So we're doing it. We'll see how much we want to do. I kind of put this away as a throwaway. M. Bombus, Mel, welcome. Definitely doing it in free mode, and we are definitely taking off electricity because that's just boring. That's just a very, very boring way to play with electricity, so we're not doing that. Everything else I'll leave exactly as is. As is very typical in new streams. Do please let me know if the volume is too high or too low or to anything. Grundle, welcome. Do I have the new DLC? Is that the floriculture one? Where we just grow flowers. Dances with the Sheep. Welcome. Always expect the crazy option on the internet. Well, the crazy option would have been Empire of Sin, because I put that on every poll and nobody ever votes for it. Ever. It is most optimal for WASD, and you are correct about that, Mel. This is the one game that I can't fail. This is potentially the easiest game I've ever played in my life. You can't fail with this. Now, I've obviously just jinxed myself, and I'm going to fail. But you really can't fail in this. Even I can make millions and millions of dollars farming on this. Talk show, welcome. Let me see. How are we going to get this started? I'm also going to have to remember how to play this. It's not that. That's not the thing I need. I need the building thing. Yeah, we're going to build things. Okay, I'm going to have to kind of feel my way through this because I haven't played this in ages, although it is on my go-to list. So when I just need any game that I know I will enjoy, I put in Farm Manager. Here's how we're going to begin this. Well, first of all, I need an employee building of some sort. So permanent employees. Yeah, let's start getting this going here. All right, so move that around. No, move it around. Move it around. Move it around. Oh, that one. No, that made it go away. All right, we're off to a roaring start here. So how about we just rotate that? There we go. Let's stick that guy right down there. And just go ahead and get that going. I actually need to turn the game on for that to happen. So go ahead and somebody get started with that. Spikeable Girl, welcome. It doesn't allow multitasking, my number one reason. No, you do have to kind of pay attention to it. Yeah, if you're wanting multitasking, you can go RimWorld, because RimWorld will just stop when something important happens. And if it's not important, then it doesn't need to stop. Show me a road. I'm not really sure how this is going to go down. Nobody should be surprised by that. But I'm going to bring a road up here and then over here and then down kind of like this. Okay. And then we're going to start with bees, because why not bees? Empire of Sin was fun. Haven't tried it since they reworked how neighborhoods work. I keep poking my head in and out of it, and I love the basic concept, basically, gangster XCOM. That's no bad thing at all. I get all the negative reviews. I know why people hate it, because the game was basically abandoned, but on its whole, it's basically fun. It is a little repetitive. It's a little bit on the repetitive side, so you are kind of doing the same thing over and over and over again. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was, if you're going to do Gangster XCOM, it's not that bad. I didn't hate it at all. So put a beehive thing there, and then actually get that going so we build some bees. I don't know if you build bees. Put another beehive thing there, and then call me when you're done. And then I need a small plot, not a big plot. Just something like this, that they could manage easily by hand. Bring it over to here just so... don't bring it over there. Bring it over to there. Okay. And this... Okay. Now, how do I do this again? I want this to be... Yes, that's what I want. All right. I laughed hard when I figured out you could trade the other bosses or their signature weapons instead of killing them. Oh, I did not know that. I haven't gotten that far in the game. What is it? Colza. Colza makes good honey. Okay, so we're going to make honey here. Now, I need people to do that. So let's hire some people. Okay, who's good at what? Machines, manufacturing, animals. We're going to need that soon enough. You can come in for plants. Hire you. Yeah, I want to hire you. Endurance, that's not a bad one. Actually, you're very endurance, aren't you? You're like super endurance. How about... Oh, beekeeping. Yeah, I need one of you. Maya, you're totally in. And plants, you can come in. And, oh, I see another beekeeping there. Okay. Everyone's vaguely here. So I need you to be into bees. I need you to be bee people. So I'm going to assign you to that. And then I'm really just half remembering how to play this game as I'm going along here. Do bio products for more money. Corn, maybe. I'm going to get started on bees because the easiest way to make money quickly is in animal products, my opinion. So the easiest thing you can do... this can be done by hand, by the way. I got to remember how to do that. No machines. No, we don't. I don't think we really need a tractor. Well, I guess we do need a tractor now. Now you're telling me I need a tractor. Well, now I've got to go and get a tractor, don't I? Hang on, I got to do bee things, though. Otherwise, there's going to be no bees. We'll be beeless. And that's a sad place to be. Ha 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 ha! See what I did there? We'll be beeless, and that's a sad place to be. You see what because like joke about bees, and then I said bee? Never mind. Fish is also, yes, you're right, fish is good money. No, we'll definitely be getting into fish farming. I want to just get my basic bee infrastructure set up here, such as it is. My basic bee infrastructure. Because bees equals honey equals money. My father-in-law is learning that right now, actually. Because he's got bees, and now he's got honey, and a lot of it. Holy moly, I did not realize that bees produce that much honey for just one hive. So I need now, like, the place where garages, that's what we're looking for. The place where the things go that go vroom. Put one of those guys right there. And that's actually probably about all I need right now. Put another one there, because I'm going to need more down the road. Can you place flowers around the bees? That's exactly what I'm doing, Speckled Girl. That's exactly what I'm working on right now. So we need a tractor, apparently. So let's get a tractor, which I got. I love that. The one thing I really like about Farm Manager 2021, apart from 2018, is that you can just like click your way through to get the thing that you need. So I'm going to buy that outright. We're going to tuck that guy right there. Now, what else do you need me to own for this nonsense? I need a lily plow. Those are nice and cheap, actually. We'll take one of those. Put that right there. What else do you need me to own? Nothing at the moment. Sure. Okay, good. You're off then. Off you go. No, go away now. Off and running. Okay, everybody go off and running. And by off and running, I mean go to the tractor. Kept starting BG3 and then re-rolling because I get worried I picked the wrong class for like a 300-hour playthrough. Yes, I agree. It's hard not to re-roll. I've re-rolled a few times, but I do have what I would consider my main, and I went Paladin on my main because Paladin... It's just got so many options with it. It's kind of hard to go wrong with Paladin. So I went Paladin on my main, and I re-rolled several others in the meantime, just to really test out the new classes. I mean, there's so many class and race combinations. You just want to try them all out. You just want to do everything in that game. But I do have a main that I'm sticking with, and then, you know, when I don't feel like playing that right at the moment, I'll go bounce to one of the other alt ones. Just realized I forgot my laundry in the washer. That is a terrible thing. It's going to get all moldy and musty, and you're not going to like it anymore. So yes, Speckled Girl, we're working on flowers around the honey right now. That is exactly what we're doing. We're going to grow some colza over here. In fact, right down here, well, I've got the space. What's the other thing that the bees are into? It's colza and, like, something else. Can I get a small plot right here? No, it's not. No, it won't be big enough. Okay, never mind. Never mind. It's a good idea. Ooh, I should also start some training. Yeah, like education stuff. Remind me where that is. That's not it. Oh, I always forget where this is. I continually and constantly. There we go. It's the one with the little cap and mortar there. Okay. I may just go Dark Urge and never resist. See, I don't know where the story is going. I've not watched any playthroughs of this, except Many a True Nerd, and he only did, like, the intro area, so I already know that. But I'm avoiding as many spoilers as I can, so I don't know where the story goes. So I'm doing things, I'm like, is this gonna bork me in the future? I have no idea. And that's so exciting! It's so exciting. I haven't had that feeling in a long time in a game where I'm like, what's going to happen? I'm like really excited to see how the game goes. Portia, welcome, welcome, welcome. I was so tempted to get this the other week. It's a really solid, like, relax game. It's just a totally relaxing game. Rate of production up. Okay, hang on. Negotiation reduces the price of machines. You know what? I'm going to be buying a lot of machines in the near future. Let's get the price of those to come down a little bit. Let's get... What is your problem? What's your... Why do you have a thing above your head? I forget what that thing means. Oh, you don't have storage or anything, do you? Yeah, you have, like, nowhere to store honey. Of course you don't. Of course you don't. I haven't played this in ages, so I'm going to have to remember this. Barn will hold a very specific type of warehouse. Warehouse, there we go. Seeds and plants, fruits and vegetables, meats, dairies, jars. Okay, there's my honey right there. Let's tuck this guy right over here. Okay, when that's up and running, I think that will solve your little icon here. What is your problem? You need what now? What's your problem today? You need a cultivator. Okay, there you go. One cultivator just for you. Spin that, and that could live right there. All right, off you go again. The tiny ripple in Act 1 can affect Act 3. I hope so. I certainly hope so. Because I'm making all of these choices, and I'm like, I have no idea how this is going to affect me in the future, and that's the coolest thing. I have not had that feeling in a game in a very, very long time. A lot of stuff is super predictable in an RPG. It's like, okay, that's the good choice, that's the bad choice. I get it. I don't know. I'm trying to, I want to say things that I've been doing in the game, but I also don't want to give anyone else any spoilers. But, you know, my paladin has made some questionable moral choices in his time, and I don't know how that's going to affect me in the long run. So it's really exciting. I am so into it. Agent MOR, welcome, welcome, welcome. With all the BG3 talk, I'm thinking next payday. I mean, Hurley, there's nothing that you, like, it's so good, I actually almost don't have language for how good it is. It's that kind of good. Don't have the space for 150 gig. Yeah, no, it does take up some space. Yeah, you better have some space for this one. I had to clear some things out of my laptop to make space for that, and it takes forever to download. Holy McMoly. We're very, very, and by we I mean me, Mrs. Dave has already agreed, but we're so on the line now of just plunking down and getting a new PC for me. Because the one that I'm playing this on right now it's got a limited lifespan ahead of it. It's starting to show its age. It's starting to have little mini strokes every now and then. And if this were a car, I've basically put like 300,000 miles a year on it. So I go through PCs. So I had one. I started the channel. I got a new one. And I've had that one for about 4 years now. I got it pretty early on in the channel's history. And this one is now starting to show its age. And it still works fine. Obviously, videos are going out every day. Work is being done. But it's really starting to show its age. And where we're at is what might happen, or what did happen to my last laptop, which is basically fried. It just overheated so often that it just crumbled, really. We got 26 things. Why did we get 26 things? Why did that happen? I don't know why that happened. Are we storing anything in here? I mean, we could store things. What did we get? Oh, chemical fertilizer. Oh, yeah, I need fertilizer. Yeah, I gotta vaguely pay attention to this game. Mark, welcome, welcome, welcome. Office Space scene with the PC. Yep. Yeah, I know. No, I'm very excited about my RAM. What is your problem here? You need now a fertilizer spreader. Good. Well, we just got fertilizer. There you go. You can have some of that. That could go right over there. Yeah, so Mrs. Dave has already said, yes, you can buy a new PC, and it's hard for me to get it past it mentally. I mean, you guys have been around for a while. You know what my attitude is like. I don't like to ask for help. I don't, and nothing like that. So when I have something that's working, it's hard for me to say, get a new thing, because this thing is technically working. It's technically working, and it's hard for me to kind of get that attitude. Yes, it's working, but it's not going to work for very long. And you could have something much, much better to kind of, bring the channel into the next phase of whatever it is. I could start doing things in 4K. Wouldn't that be exciting? Dave in 4K. Oh, God. The mind boggles. I need things. And I'm going to vaguely have to pay attention to Farm Manager 2021 for a sec, because I want to start to get more things. The bees ain't going to cut it. Let's get, no, not ostriches. That was a very silly idea. How about cows or fish? Cows or fish will get the job done. So let's go cow, because I understand cows more than I understand fish. So put that there. I don't care about the power lines, because we're not doing any electricity. Electricity is completely moot at this point. I've kind of borked myself on the road there, haven't I? Bring that road up there, and then I'll put in something decorative there. That'll be fun. Put in something. No, two-way road. No, right there. Why won't you do that? Why? Like that? Okay, there we go. There, it's all fine. Everything is fine now. I think if you're not using a PC, you can donate or sell. Oh no, I wouldn't get rid of it, Em. It would actually. I definitely want this PC, but I could be. I could have two PCs going. So what that would mean in terms of streaming is that I wouldn't have to keep bringing my laptop upstairs to talk to you guys. Really, no road connection. Oh, did I do this backwards again? I always seem to do that backwards. Okay, I'll build a road around it. I always forget which way is the right. Yeah, it's right there. There's a red thing, Dave. It's right in front of your face. Bring that over to there. There we go. Okay. Everything is fine now. Now, how many employees do I have in here? I have 5 out of 8. Great, so I can get 2 cow people. So cow people I need. Animals. You work with animals. Okay, you're into animals. And then I need another cow person. Orchards. Animals. Great, good. Super, fantastic. Happy to have you here. All right, so you guys over here, you're going to get a cow person. Cows. It actually is the cow icon. And you are going to get a cow person. Now, before I do any of this, I have no food for any of these animals. So they're going to starve. Anna, welcome. Ended up putting a few hours into Definitely Not Chicken. Interestingly, yeah, it looks great. Wish I could put it in on the channel. Could you not use your existing PC for things like rendering? Oh, absolutely. No, 2 PCs would benefit me to no end, Agent MOR. To no end. No end. What happens to the laptop? The laptop was always supposed to be just for me. Just for me when I play games privately by myself on the couch with Mrs. Dave. That's what it was always supposed to be for. That's my computer. That's my gaming computer. This one that I'm working on right now, this is for you. This is your gaming computer. But that was my gaming computer. Okay, so I need to hire some cows. So get... yeah, I could get reindeer. I think we'll just go cow for right now. Get 3, because then 3 will make more. So instead of getting 4, I'm just going to get, you see, 3. Don't sweat the organic food. I'm not as fussed about that. Silage, grass, oats, that kind of thing. Okay. I need a thing that does the thing. So warehouses. I need medium silo should do the trick. Put that guy right there. And then I need to spend some money here. So silage, that's an easy one. Silage. Yup. Don't really care about, I don't know, do 1,000 silage. Oh, wait, do I need to build a barn for that? I do need to build a barn for that. Yoki doke. Hang on, I gotta build a barn. What happens to the Steam Deck then? The Steam Deck is for light gaming and gaming anywhere. I love my Steam Deck. It's fantastic. No more drinking frenzies for Saturday night. Well, let's see how we get through this. Look at Dave being so fancy he needs 2 PCs. I don't need 2 PCs. That's the problem, Rob. That's why I don't have 2 PCs. If I needed 2 PCs, I'd have them. But right now I have something that works competently well, if not ideal. And boy, it is showing its age. But I want 2 PCs. Steam Deck and the laptop are for me. Totally for me. Me. Got new glasses yesterday so I can see all the pixels. 2 computers, a laptop, a Steam Deck, and probably a phone. Yes. Yep. Just like everyone else on the planet. Hence the 2 new monitors. Oh, I want a fancy monitor too. And a new chair. I'd like a new chair. I've been using the same chair the entire time I've had the channel. And it's not in great shape. We're not going to lie about that. It's not in fantastic shape. So, and it squeaks a lot. I'm surprised you guys don't complain about it more. You should complain about it more. That way, I'd be more inclined to have a new chair. Seed drill. Yeah, sure. Why not? Go ahead. Get yourself a seed drill, kid. Everybody needs a seed drill. Okay. I still need to buy stuff. No. That's not buying stuff at all. Those are people, Dave. So let's go back to the whole silage idea. Silage. Okay, get me... You know what? Get me like 2,000 silage. Okay, there... No, I've built the barn. No, wait, I haven't built a barn because the game's not on right now. I still got to build a barn. What inspired playing this game today? It was a simple vote. Yeah, I put a poll up and I was shocked that this won. Absolutely shocked. It was a throwaway one. I put something usually at the bottom like, nobody's going to vote for this. And then everybody voted for it. It was much a surprise to me as it was to everyone else. I thought it was going to be Stranded Alien Dawn. That was leading. Hang on, coffee. Okay, better. That was leading when I left the house this morning. And then it wasn't, basically. And then it wasn't. So as much a surprise to me, I was pretty sure we're going to play Stranded Alien Dawn. XCOM was coming in second. Nobody ever votes for Empire of Sin, as much as I might like to play it. But Dave, they just put it on the channel. No, Empire of Sin would die on the channel. I get like 3 views. Nobody would care about it. I mean, nobody cares about enough of what I do on the channel without me actively trying to sync my views. Both me and my husband work computers. I'm a programmer. He's an IT. Can I have free computers then? I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding about that. I know which one. I've got it all. Everything is all bookmarked. I know exactly what I want. Yes, I know you have no food. I had to build a barn. We're going to deal with that now. Just chill out, cows. Just somebody chill out the cows. I don't know how you chill out a cow. So, again, let's get like 2,000 silage. All right, buy that. They're also into oats, as I recall. And I can get some grass. That'll be dirt cheap because it's basically dirt. So, how about 1,500 oats? Get that. And then grass. I could just grow grass, I know, but we'll get to that later. Grass. Right now, I'm just going to get stuff in play. How about 2,500 units of grass, please? All right, and what else is it you guys eat exactly? So, what do we got? Grass, silage, and oats, yep. Carrot, fodder, beets, and crops. Oh, yeah, crops is easy. Yeah, those are really easy to get. I mean, easy in the sense they're really cheap. So, crops. Okay, there we go. Crops. I don't know, get like 2,000 of those. Okay, perfect. All right, where am I at? What is my basic infrastructure like right now? The colza is growing. Excellent. The game is this new. Oh, this game. Is this game new? Is that what you're asking? No. It's actually Farm Manager 2021. They put the year in the title. If I knew the poll existed, I would have created 50. I knew. I was like, no, seriously, Anna. I was like, where is Anna on the voting? Because I know you would have jumped all over XCOM 2. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of weird that... I thought that exact thing, that you just create multiple accounts and make multiple votes. From Wheel of Games. No, we actually... we did Farm Manager 2021 on the channel. Back in 2021. We did a reasonably short series of it. The neat thing about this game is, as I stated when we opened this, it's virtually impossible to fail. It's virtually impossible to fail this game. Like, to use the word half-assing this is not even describing what I'm doing right now. And I'm still going to win. I'm still going to win this game. What's your problem? What do you need now? You need another machine? Sure. What do you need? Oh, no, go back to that. Now you need a trailer with water. Sure. Oh, I should put up some kind of water. Yeah, I got to put up, like, water and stuff. Where's that live? Is that other? That's other, right? Yeah, pump. Increasing access to irrigation. And you got a huge radius. Massive radius on this. There we go. All right, so there's plenty of water for you. Anything else I can pop up there? Show me some decoratives. Yeah, let's get some of these up there. Oh, those are very tiny. I think we can do better than that. Show me something bigger than that. You don't really have much bigger, do you? Show me that. That's better. Okay, put one of those there and one of those there. And then get out of that, and then maybe we'll do some of those trees. I wish there was more decoratives in this game. Ooh, that's a big old tree. That's big old tree. Don't like that tree at all. Water tower. Yeah, no, I covered that, Spike Little Girl. I got the pump up. That will give us plenty of water in the area. Okay. What else do you think you need now? You need now a sprayer, sure. I mean, this will work for lots of different crops, so it's not like I'm buying this just for that. Are you still moaning about food? Do you not have the food yet? Somebody give the cows... It's right here, man. It's right here. Why are we not getting A to B? Oh, speaking of which, I should put up somewhere for your manure. People love that kind of stuff. Before I do that, I should put up another employee house. Tuck this guy... Yeah, I know this is horribly inefficient, but again, it's virtually impossible to fail this game, so I'm fine with this. What's your deal? You have not... Oh, I haven't selected the food. Oh, well, you can have all of that. There you go. I didn't select it. I didn't tell you what to eat. And same here. You can have all of that. There you go. All right. Now everybody's happy. Or they will be momentarily when the guy goes over and gets the food. Moving to a new country, so it's taking all my time and energy. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Northern EU. What's EU? Is that that European Union thing? Northern EU. So, like the North Pole? Is that part of Europe? I hope so. Are you moving to the North Pole? Are you Santa? I think these are important questions that we're not answering right now. Ooh, you know what I need? Greenhouses. Greenhouses are a real easy way to make money year-round. So let's bring another road down here like this, and then bring that like this. Okay, to heck with electricity. We don't need that sort of thing around here. How's my money? I still got like $750,000. Virtually impossible to fail, he says optimistically. Where are greenhouses? I think that's in other, isn't it? Yeah, greenhouses. Big greenhouse, and then regular greenhouse. What's that? Oh, the mechanic's garage, the handyman workshop, vet clinic. Yeah, sure, those are all nice to haves. No question, those are nice to haves. Might not focus on that. Let's put up a couple of greenhouses instead. Have I produced anything yet? Do we have anything we can sell? Yeah, we've already made honey. We're already into honey. Perfect. Honey is already happening. Don't really need to sell anything right now. Norway, Sweden, and the other one. Oh, I'm sure the folks who live in the other one are real happy to hear that. Norway, Sweden, and, yeah, the other one. What's your problem now? What's your problem? What's your deal? Yes, I know they're starving. Somebody will move food over there eventually. I think. Are you moving food over there? You. What are you doing? You're in animals. Okay. Are you going to get food? I'm pretty sure you're going to get food. I think you might have moved some food in there. Did you move food in there? Are you feeding the cows? Could you feed the cows, please? I would like you to... You seem like you've got some stuff. Don't get hit by the truck. Watch out. Jeez. Careful. Be careful. Okay, let's get some work done here. Give me nothing but plant people. Yeah, that. And... manufacturing, not so much, really. Machines. Actually, machines. I'll take a machine person. I'll take a couple of plant people. All right. Not actually people made out of plants. Or plants made out of people, for that matter. SA has been high on my list of places not to move to. They actually turn off the... Oh, Finland. Oh, yeah, Finland. Yeah, that is kind of the other one, isn't it? You ain't wrong about that. Again, is there a reason we're not feeding the cows? I feel like I had this glitch the last time I played. Like just nobody would move food to the cows. Maybe I just don't have... I feel like you're moving things in here. I think the cows just died. Or they fell asleep. I think they're asleep. It's okay. We moved food to one place. No, we haven't moved food to one place. Okay. What's in here? You seem to have grass and silage here. So you are getting some food. You're not getting no food over here. I think they're just being whiny, frankly. I think they're being whiny. I think you need to turn the barn around. Maybe. So it doesn't face the main road. Maybe. Can I move this? I'm not actually sure I can move this. I mean, they've taken some stuff. They have removed some silage and some crops and some grass. They've taken things out of here. And I assume over here, are you trying to take it all over here before you take it to the cows? That would be very silly. I don't think I actually needed this. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to somewhat ignore that until my cows die. And then I will begin to address it. What grows quickly around here? 50 days, 50 days. Ooh, 120 days on that. You know what always does well? Peppers. Very long growth time, though. Strawberries would probably do well. Let's do some strawberries there. Okay, and then here... No, that's fine. And then here, let's do something other than strawberries. How about... Oh, raspberries always kill it. Actually, I say strawberries are good. They're not going to make as much as the raspberries. What does well? Tomatoes do okay. Little long to grow there. Gooseberries? No, those are terrible. Nobody wants those. Actually, I like those. Cucumbers, not so much. Black currants. Reasonably short growth time, and they sell well. All right. That's what we're going with there. Buildings can't be moved. No, it is true. It does 100% suck. It does make a great deal of, like, real-world sense. I mean, you can't just quickly and easily pick up and move a building. That totally is a real-world thing that you cannot and are not allowed to do. However, it'd be nice if you could. Let's get a field growing, like a big field. Let's go big field. Like all sorts of field happening here. So how about we did a nice big field? I don't think I can get much bigger than that until I do some research. But I would like this to be raspberries, because that is going to do super, super good. So poppies, no, we're not into that kind of party. Raspberries, off you go. Have some fun with that. I'm going to draw a road around you, because I just like, drawing roads around things. Oh, you already have a problem. Oh, good. Good. You already have a problem. Again, though, the great thing about Farm Manager 2021, you just click on it and it tells you the problem and then everything's happy. You're probably waiting on a tractor. Yeah, you're waiting on a tractor. I probably should get another tractor. I've got, again, almost $750,000. So, who plays games for realism? Nobody, but I get it. I get it. You can't just pick up a building and move it. I'm going to buy another tractor because that's the kind of party that we're having right now. It's a tractor party, and I'm invited. I'm going to get a blue one. I'm going to get an Etos tractor. All right, Etos tractor, slap yourself in there. That will speed the process along here. Now, maybe another crop, too, while I'm in here. Are we? Yeah, we're working on the greenhouses. Cool. Might line up some more greenhouses around here. You know what, that's not the worst idea. Although I'd rather have more animals, if I'm honest about things. And I am. So let's move a road right here. I think we will maybe do the fish farming thing. Fish farming is a pretty good source of money. Pretty good source of money. I want a Kirby Animal Crossing type of adventure, not a Fallout Stranded Alien Dawn type of adventure. Did you try Dinkum? Dinkum is basically Animal Crossing in Australia. I liked it. I had fun with that. Do you have enough farm hands? No, probably not. Probably not at all. I have people who exist, but probably not. If I could find, like, maybe one more... Yeah, there we animals or, like, a... whatchamacallit? Person who works with plants. There you go. Leon, you're wicked good with plants. Off you go. You'll help out. It'll be helpful for the greenhouses, if nothing else. Okay, what if I did... How many people do I have left in that house that I can put in? 5 out of 8. Okay, great. What if I did... Dinkum hated me. You refunded it. Really? I liked it. I mean, you guys know I liked it. I played it on stream for ages. Certainly there's a point at which it's like, it's a lot of work to get anything done, but I had a good time with it. I thought it was fun enough. Why did I come in here? Oh, animals. Yeah, we're going to get into fish now. We're doing fish. We like fish now. So, no, the road is over there. I can't quite squeeze it in there. Darn it. Darn it. How about chickens, then? We could do chickens. People generally like chickens. Ostriches. That exists. And then, what do we got here? Pigsty. That's a thought. I don't want to get too much into pigs or chickens until we can slaughter them and chop them up for things. Show me, speaking of which, production. What am I allowed to do right now? Seedlings and seeds. Nah, not so much with that. A storage for silage. That'd be pretty good. Straw crops and hay. Yeah, let's do one of those. Because I think I got a pretty good spot for that right about here. Or not. Nope, I do not have a good spot for that at all. In fact, I have terrible spots for that. Nowhere. No, it's going nowhere at all. Okay, I'm going to come back to that one. Spikelet Girl, remind me I need a thingamajig for silage. A mill, craft brewery. Yeah, I've got the beer and wine upgrade DLC. I don't have the floriculture one. Smokehouse. What I need is a base. Yeah, there we go. Slaughterhouse. I mean, it's money. It's $340,000. And boy, it looks like a slaughterhouse. That is one ugly building. That is just terrible. Okay, okay, here's what we're going to do. I have a plan. It's a terrible plan, but it's my plan. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to save the slaughtering and whatnot until next year. And then we're just going to get through this year and make some money. What's the actual problem here? What do you think the problem is? No warehouse, small cowshed 1. There is a warehouse. There's a warehouse and a barn. There's a warehouse right over here. Why are you telling me there's no warehouse? Do you need a different kind of warehouse? You shouldn't. Warehouses. So, barn, check. Warehouse, check. Wine cellar, nope. Large warehouse. I need training for that anyway. Is it manure storage that you're missing? Because I can provide that one. If you need somewhere to put cow poop, I can definitely do that. Hopefully that's what your problem was. I don't know if you just had nowhere to put the cow poop. Remember to get a silo. Thank you. I don't care if you spelled it right. I know what you mean, and that's the important part of the equation here. So let's get back to the concept of animals. Again, I got 3 spots I can put in here. So let's start to think about that. And while I'm thinking about that, I'm going to line up another field just to sort of get it in play, if you will. Let's line that up right there. Could I get that? Yeah, right where this one is. Okay. And then let's put in... Cucumbers are always pretty good. Always do pretty well with those. I mean, they're not going to make $1 zillion, but they will make some money. Corn actually does not sell very well. Flax does really well. Why does flax do so well? I guess flax? Wow, that's a lot of money. Actually, gooseberries. Gooseberries will kill it. Not in the greenhouses, but it's going to kill it here. Yeah, I think you're right. It needed the poop storage. Okay, we have accomplished that. We have a place for poop. We've got a big pit for it. Oh, everyone's going to love living near here. Yeah, this must smell great right down the road. What was I doing? Oh, yeah, I want to get more animal things. So, we're not going to do animal production until the next game year. We're just going to have animals at this point. So, I may as well go chickens. They're stupid easy to deal with. So, 1 chicken... Actually, put them like this. Put them... Oh, wow, I'm really overthinking this. Put them like that, and then do another one like that. And actually, could I squeeze a 3rd one? I can. All right, they're not going to make a ton of money, but there's going to be a lot of them, and that's the important part of the equation. Many of them. No, like that. Get that going right down there. So I need 3 animal people. So, hire. I need nothing but animals here. Or literally anyone, because at this point I don't care. Okay, Theo, you're in. Yeah, house for permanent employees too. All right, I may not be able to get this up and running quite as quickly as I thought. I like Farm Sim for the realism, but I love the sort of casual aspect with this. Yeah, it is super casual. It's, again, I can't stress this enough. I can't fail at this game, and if I can't fail, nobody can fail. This will probably all burn down now. Theo, you're into chickens now, Chief. You okay with that? Good. Fantastic. Glad we had that talk. So, I need... Actually, I could go with other things. I could go quail. Now, keep it simple this year. We're just going to keep it simple. I don't know, buy several chickens. Oh, wait a minute. I need something where they're allowed to... I think I need the vet clinic, because otherwise they can't breed. Am I remembering that correctly? Also, what do you eat? You eat oats, corn, soya, potatoes, sunflowers. Okay. Well, oats we already have, so you can have that right now. We'll get... I'll just grow our own corn. So I'll get potatoes and sunflowers. Potatoes and sunflowers. There you go. So get some potatoes. Potatoes. I don't know, get like 1,000. And then what else do we say? Soya. What did I get? Oh, I finished training. Oh, good. Good, I'll get on to some other training then. So what is that? A soya cutlet organic. Oh, God, no. No, no, no. We won't be having that. Thank you. I got a burger downstairs. We'll stick to that. Thank you. Yeah, the vet clinic. Thank you, Spike Little Girl. Thank you. I need the vet clinic. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to breed. And if they can't breed, then I ain't making any more chickens. So, paved road. Let's go up here. And then I got to get some more training on, too. Down there, and then up like that. Okay. Vet clinic. I think that's in other. Is that other? I don't know. It might be other. Who knows? Logistics, handyman, mechanic, vet. Okay. All right. So, yeah, you also have a ginormous radius, so this is fine. I'll pop you right there. All right. Not a small amount of money, but I've still got well over $500,000. Proof that being tasty really is a viable survival strategy. Yep, cows won't make baby cows. No, we definitely need the vet clinic. You are 100% correct about that. Okay, so duplicate that. So more... Oh, I need more people, though. Have we found any more animal people? Endurance. I'll take endurance, actually. I'm not sad about endurance. Beekeeping, orchards, animals. You're into this, Summer. Summer, you work for me now. All right, so Summer, you're going to go over here. And you are also, surprisingly enough, going to get into the chicken game. So let's buy chickens and then buy a few more. They breed super quick. So I ain't sweating how many chickens we got right now. All right, and then when I find one more animal person, I'll put them over there. Everything seems to be going broadly okay in this department. All right, no red flags, nothing I need to be aware of right at the moment. I'm sure the bees are doing their thing. Cows are very slow breeders. That is true. That is true. But they will breed eventually. And it is surprisingly smart of me to just have 3 rather than buying a 4th one. I'll just make a 4th one. In fact, I really should just put 2 because they're, you know, non-gender specific. If you have 2, you just get more cows. We just kind of assume that one is a male and one is a female. And the chickens will breed like, well, chickens. They breed super, super quick. So, not sweating that at all. Are you sitting here waiting for your chickens? Oh, look at you. You showed up to work early? Look at you. You checked your watch. You're waiting for your chicken delivery. Oh, Summer, you are all right. Look at Summer. She's here. She's like, where are my chickens? Oh, there they are now. Yeah, you're late. You're late with my chickens. This is my first day on chicken duty. Trying to make a good impression to the boss here. And she's just sitting there looking at her watch, waiting for the chickens. Good job, Summer. I'm telling you what. I think somebody has got Employee of the Month written all over them there. I think Summer is just bucking for an Employee of the Month. By the way, Summer, let me tell you what they eat. They eat those things. There you go. There's some in the warehouse. Yeah, I think Summer's got Employee of the Month written all over her. Somebody's getting the primo parking spot this month. And her name is Summer. Okay, speaking of which, I need another chicken person. Endurance, orchards, animals. There we go. Who are you? Lily? Yeah, you're in, kid. Good enough for me, Lily. So you, Lily, where'd you go? There you go. Lily's right there. Assign you. And we're going to get some more chickens in here. So, by the way, you can use that, and that before I forget to do that. And then buy some more chickens. Okay, that should be all set right now. Quick recommendation with Clarkson's Farm. To watch watch Clarkson's Farm. Gotcha, watch Clarkson's Farm. Okay. All that competent gameplay. I know, right? I know. Cheese will come in time. We've got cows. We're working on that. I was kind of thinking, I wasn't thinking it. Actually, I said it out loud many, many times. What's your problem? No machine planter. Okay, we'll fix that. Sure, we'll get you one of them. So I need a planter. Cool, yep, buy one of those. And that could live right here. All right, how's the money doing these days? Still over $500,000. Fantastic, good deal. So yeah, I was kind of thinking that animal products would come next year. How much is the, like, cheese place? Mill, seedlings, brewery, winery, smokehouse, slaughterhouse, milk processing. There we go. That's a lot of money. That's $340,000 right there. Now, cheese will do well, but not that well, and I'd have to build up an infrastructure for that in terms of getting a new employee house and hiring some new employees. Dave always has an MVP NPC. It's true, I do. And her name is Summer. Showed up to work early, sitting there looking at her watch going, where are my chickens? Where are my chickens at? What is your problem? Oh, not enough research. Oh, I didn't buy sunflowers. You're right. I didn't buy sunflowers. You are correct. Thank you for alerting me to that. So sunflowers. Let's get some of those. I don't know. Get like 1,000. They're nothing to buy. Nothing at all. There you go. Sunflowers are on the deck. Are we running out of people over here? Yeah, I think we might be... Oh, yeah, because we don't have the chest trailer. Yep. Yep, they can't load anything in if we don't got the chest trailer. I'm going to need another garage soon. So cheese will be on the table, definitely. All that stuff will be on the table. First year is just setting up the basic infrastructure and keeping the money rolling in small quantities, admittedly. Hang on, coffee. After that, then we can start doing some real work around here. Speaking of which, how are these going? Okay, so they're fertilized, they're planted, everything's going well over there. How much is it just to put in the automatic thingamajiggy there? Irrigation system for 1208. Yeah, that's just going to save a ton of time. They won't have to go in there and water that by hand. 1208, yeah, I will absolutely spend that. How much for this one? Ew, quite a bit more. Quite a bit more. 14,000. Eventually, yes. Eventually, I'll do automatic irrigation there. Not today. Okay. Well, you know what? It's been some time. Oh, I haven't set up any new research. And then I'm going to go see what we've got for sale. Renewable energy. Yeah, sure. I mean, if you're into that sort of thing. Reduce the price of machines again. Reduce the price of buildings. Well, now that's good. 30 days to do it. But when I get into those animal byproduct thingamajiggies there, we're going to need that. What are you out of? What's your problem? Starving animals? Where's Summer? 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 Why are you not feeding your animals? You were so hyped up about this job. Are you already sick of chickens? Oh, no, there's Summer. Summer's coming in. Oh, that's Lily. No, Lily's going to the other coop. Where's Summer? Summer? Why are you not feeding your chickens? Feed your chickens. Oh, you know what? I don't put soya on there, too, because I bought it. We may as well use it. Ambi, welcome, welcome, welcome. Fail Sleep, welcome, welcome, welcome. Wasted my vote for Rising Star. I know you love it. I love it, too. I love it, too. And I'm going to say it every single time. Nothing would please me more than to go back to Rising Star 2. It will not be the same, and it will not be as good. It simply will not be as good. What happened with Rising Stars 2 was so purely organic. I could not replicate that if I tried. That's just not how I do this. This is spontaneous in the best way it can be, I hope. Rising Star 2 is some of my finest work. Okay, when I die, there will be clips of Rising Star 2 at my funeral. No, there really are, because I already have a plan for that. There's a whole video that's going to go out. Yes, I plan for these kinds of things, and Mrs. Dave is well aware of this. Now, that is accepting the fact that I cannot at that point either be made into a cyborg, which is number one, or have my consciousness downloaded into the internet, which is number two, or my body frozen for reanimation later. Hopefully, as a cyborg, bringing it back to point one. So Mrs. Dave is clearly aware of conditions that happen upon my demise. Cyborg, download consciousness, frozen to be reanimated later as a cyborg, and if all of those fail, then I've got a whole video planned for this. Put about 90 hours into Rising Star 2. Good. Good. There will definitely be some plasma clips, Rob. Don't worry about that. No, Grundle is one of my favorite series, too. One of my favorites. I can't possibly duplicate it. Because here's what happens. So here's another excuse me. Here's another case like that. MMORPG Tycoon 2. When I did that originally, it just blew the roof off the channel, and it worked perfectly. When I tried to go back to it, I can't duplicate it. I can't make it as good as it was. Because again, this just sort of happens organically. I know you have starving animals. You're not going to, because I see Lily just popped her head in the door there. So I think you guys are going to be fine momentarily. I can't duplicate what I did in Rising Star 2. It would never work. You'd watch it and you're like, it's okay. And hopefully it would be funny, but is it going to be very funny? No, not really. It's not going to be, oh, there we go. We already got new chickens. New chickens are already coming in. Yep, get rid of that. No, clear all of that, please. Thank you. What is, again, could we get someone over to feed the chickens? That's Lily's coop. I mean, admittedly, I did put them way far away from the actual food source, but, here we are. All those occasions you could still play the video, a transitional celebration video. You're right, I could play the video as I become a cyborg, as I emerge from my, well, I don't really know how they make cyborgs. A cocoon, some sort of pod. I assume a pod would be involved somehow. I mean, you can't really do cyborg without pod. So perhaps as I emerge from my pod, a fully functional cyborg, then yeah, we could play the video. Sure. But, Mrs. Dave has a lot of conditions about what happens upon my demise. And she fully accepts them. I mean, we talked about this very early on in our relationship, long before we were married. Cyborg number one. So she's, obviously investigate what available cyborg technology is available and can I be made into a cyborg. Failing that, I am to be downloaded into the internet. So my consciousness stripped from my skull and digitally processed and downloaded into the internet. And then, barring that, frozen, again, for reanimation later, hopefully as a cyborg. I hope that's all very, very clear. And then apart from that, just cremation, if none of that works. Would I go back to Banished? My God, I did Banished so long ago. Banished seems like a million years ago. Would I personally go back to it? I was actually kind of thinking, I haven't played Banished in a while. I might want to play Banished. I don't think I'd do it on the channel, because... what am I going to do with it that I didn't do the first time? Apart from maybe last a little bit longer. So no, I mean, okay. So here's like, I mean, if we're going to do like a state of the channel kind of thing, apart from the fact that I am so on the line of allowing myself to get a new PC so I can do hopefully cooler things with videos, including playing games. Because some of the games that are coming out now are not going to play on this PC. I was actually shocked Baldur's Gate played at all on this. Hang on, I'm just going to sell some stuff, and then I'll come back to my thought there, because I should have a lot of stuff to sell. I have quite a bit of honey, so let's do that. And I have quite a lot of milk, and even more honey, and 48 eggs. All right, everything else is animal food. So there's a quick 15 grand right there. Quick $15,000 for doing very little but sitting here. And more chickens are being born constantly. So, where was my point with that? Oh, yeah, Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo. So, the early part of the summer and the late part of the spring was so flatline for the channel. I mean, just static. Like, nothing moved on the channel. It wasn't going down, but it wasn't going... It was just complete flatlined. And that's where I said, you know what? Swear word it. Okay, curse word it. I just really feel like playing Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster, and I'm loving them. I'm absolutely loving them. However, I understand intellectually that keeping those two series up are not going to attract a lot of new viewers. You guys seem to be digging it, and I'm glad you are, because I'm really having a ton of fun playing both those, especially Planet Zoo. That is one where I'm usually several episodes ahead just because I'm having that much fun. When I finish one recording, I want to just immediately do another one. Planet Coaster is great. Planet Coaster is a little more of a slow burn because it takes a long time to make money in that game. But loving both of them. Apart from that, I do... This is all answering... I swear to God, this is all answering your would you play Banished thing. Baked Potato, welcome. No, I don't even want to use the PG-13 version, Hurley. I'm just going to... I'm going to be very Boy Scout and say swear word it, or curse word it. So this is answering your question about would I play Banished. I do have to... I do want to... I'm still kind of in that big push for 10K. I really... That's a goal. It's a very firm goal that I have. I want that. I want that badly. For nothing more than my own satisfaction. That doesn't gain me anything, apart from, like 2,000 extra subscribers. But apart from that, that doesn't really gain me anything. YouTube doesn't like me more if I do that. Developers don't necessarily like me more if I do that. I mean, they're certainly going to like me more than at 8K. But, I don't gain any advantage except mental. And I want that. I want that badly. So the point of that is I'm not necessarily going to put up a game that is many, many years old and has been done to death. So, I mean, again, and the immediate backlash to that is, but you're doing Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster. Yes, and I took a big gamble on doing that, and it was a swear word. I'm just doing it, and the reason I did it then is just mentally the channel was at a standstill, and I was like, well, who cares? I'm just going to play something that I want to play at this point. And all games that I put on the channel, I do in some way or other want to play. Either it's because I enjoy them, or in some cases, I just enjoy busting on them. I just enjoy the comedy that I can make out of the game. It's not necessarily like I would sit down and play this game. It's just I can make good comedy out of it. That's the goal. I'm always trying to just make you laugh. That's what I do. It's what I try to do anyway. Do I do it? I don't know. But that's what I'm trying to do. My goal is you watch my video and you get a little chuckle and a little smile on your face, and maybe you're like, oh, Dave, he's done it again. Or you're like, oh my God, that was so funny. I'm laughing about that like a day later. That's my only goal. It may surprise you to know I'm not here to particularly show you how to play a game. I'm here to make you laugh. Quail, welcome. Looking forward to play City Skylines 2. That's a tough call. That's a great question, though. I mean, you didn't actually phrase it as a question. There was no question mark. You actually just made a statement. You said, you are looking forward to me playing City Skylines 2. Like you somehow have some sort of insight that I'm going to do it. 10K seems to be a big boost for some channels, but it can take years. Yeah, it has taken me years. Shelter 2. Yep, great game. 10K is the end game in that sentiment. No. Not the end game. It's just the next level. So that's okay. I'm going to come back to City Skylines 2 in a great. And you know what? Now that I'm doing all of this now, I'm actually glad we picked Farm Manager 2021 because I don't have to pay attention to this at all. So I'm going to come back to City Skylines 2, but I first want to address Rob's 10K thing. No, it's the next step. So always with this channel, I have looked towards what is the next thing that I want. What is the next goal? It may shock you, and I mean this without a hint of sarcasm. This may actually shock you, but I am very goal-oriented on the channel. I want to do this, and then I want to do that, and then I want to do that. And, you know, as I move through each goal, I then get another goal. So 10K right now is my goal, and I want it badly. It's got to that point where it's so close that I can just taste it, and I want it for nothing else other than my mental satisfaction. It gains me nothing. I gain nothing by doing that. I don't gain any money. I don't get any fame. I mean, apart from the fact that like 2,000 more people might be watching my videos, that's cool. That's freaking awesome. But I don't have some massive benefit. So it's not the end goal, Rob, at all. It's not the end goal at all. It is a goal, and when I hit that goal, I'm going to look towards the next goal. Next goal will probably be 25K. That's a nice round number. Do you ever check what's trending on Twitch? No. God, no. That would be what a sensible person would do. Now, that's like, okay. Let me, all right, Ambi, remind me that you said that in like a little bit, because I need to come back to the City Skylines thing. So here's the thing with City Skylines. Would I like to play it? Sure. Yeah. Love City Skylines. City Skylines 2 will probably be a great game. Here's my question with that. Can I make it funny? I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. What is your problem here? Somebody go find a tractor, for God's sakes. There's 2 of them right there. There's 2 tractors. I bought you 2 tractors. Don't give me a tractor icon over that. Now, see, something like that might come up in City Skylines. I don't know. But can I make it funny? The other question is, by the time I have City Skylines, Quail, by the time I have it, 18,000 other larger channels will have beaten the game and done it to death and done every single challenge and every single weird challenge and every single everything else. I will not be able to produce anything new apart from, hopefully, again, comedy. I hope I can make it funny. So would I personally play it? Yes. Have I made a decision as to whether that's going on the channel? No, I have not. I have not at all. It might not. You know who you look for to that? It's Penge. Penge will have that up in a second. And he'll have it up sooner than I will, too. I would not be shocked if he got a key to that early. He's big enough that he attracts a lot of larger attention from larger developers. Would not shock me if he had that up early. So look to Penge for that one. So Ambi, back to your question. It was none of you are asking me any questions. All you're doing is making statements, and I'm reacting to them. I'm not going to pay attention to any of those because they're all just new chickens. So do I check Twitch or YouTube and find out what's trending and all of that? Absolutely not, because here's where I will fail. Here's where I always fail. There is a thing where I'm going to say, yeah, that game is wicked trending right now, but I have no desire to play it. So I'm not going to bother. So really, I should be playing Baldur's Gate 3. That's probably the hottest new thing right now. Or I should be making speculative videos about what might or might not be in Starfield. I should be combing news articles about Starfield and putting together speculative videos. Will we see this? Will we see that? This is confirmed in Starfield. Definitely not getting this in Starfield. That's what I should be doing. That's what I should be doing. But instead, I'm sitting around half-assing Farm Manager 2021 and having the time of my life. Because this is where the dichotomy happens. This is where Chaos Dave and Order Dave clash, in that I know what I should be doing for the channel, but also the channel has to be fun for me. If it stops being fun, then it stops, period. It's got to be fun. I started this to have fun. Livestock, welcome. Curmudgeon, welcome. I haven't seen you in chat in a million years. Good to see you. So I started this to have fun because it looked like doing these gaming channels was wicked fun. And heads up, it is. It's wicked fun to do this. It is an insane amount of work. I grossly underestimated the amount of raw time that this takes to do. But it is a ton of fun. If I'm going to sit there and make speculative videos about Starfield, I'm going to bore myself to death. And P.S., they're not going to be as good as other people's. Because that's just not what I do. That's not it. And let's say I could magically figure out a way to play Baldur's Gate 3 on this PC, which is, again, speculative at best. Boy, speculative is really the word of the day. Boy, that is really working out well. Joe, welcome. So speculative is the word of the day. Spike Little Girl, I know you have a lot on your plate. You're in charge of alarms and all sorts of things. But you are also now in charge of the word of the day. And the word of the day is speculative. Speculative. I wish I had time to put up a quick flash of it on the screen, so be like Sesame Street. Speculative. So what was the point of me saying that? I've forgotten now. Oh well, it probably wasn't that important. Anyway, so that's where the channel all crashes and burns, is that I'm not doing things like Ambi is saying and scouring Twitch and finding out what is the most popular game. Baldur's Gate 3, coming back to that. I should be playing that. There wouldn't be much point because everyone has already beaten the game. So all I'm going to do is just kind of, mess around with it and do, I could probably make it work. It would also take me about 30 years to play it on the channel. I'm just sitting down to play it alone. What is the estimate on that? I know a lot of you are playing it right now. I think the estimate is like over 200 hours to get through that. And that's if you're good. I mean, I'm assuming when they say 200 hours, that's just straight running through it, not failing any battles, not having to go back to a save file or anything. I think that's the main point with a lot of YouTubers. Do what you enjoy and don't worry about the views. And that's exactly right. And I've said this many times before. Many times before. I'm the last person to give advice on how to build a gaming channel. In fact, I've always said just do the exact opposite of what I do and you'll be fine. But if you build your channel as a mirror, if you mirror yourself, your viewers will come. Slowly, in dribs and drabs. No, actually, Mel, I did not turn off fire, surprisingly enough. The only thing I turned off was electricity. We can have accidents and fire, and we've had none of those so far. So far, he says optimistically. If you build your channel as a mirror to yourself, your viewers will show up eventually. Might be a little slow. Certainly going to be a lot slower than you'd like. There's a quick 10 grand. Thank you so much for that. Where are we at, by the way? Still over 500,000. Neat, good. But they will show up. They will show up. Speculative means engaged in, expressing, or based on conjecture rather than knowledge. Spike Little Girl hit up the dictionary. Spike Little Girl, you win. You just won. That's brilliant. That made me chuckle. That's good stuff. Oh, thank you, Em. Bye. Thank you for coming by. Can we use forms of the word such as speculate? Of course you can. Yep, speculate, speculative, speculating. You can use any of those. Absolutely any of those. Those are totally fine. Yeah, amazingly, Mark, there has been 0 fires so far. Who knew? Okay, what have I got up so far? I've got some basic crops and some chickens. That's right, this is European, isn't it? So that is the 13th of May. Okay, winter starts in 223 days. I've got quite a bit of time left, don't I? What if I did just a small grass... Now, this is going to cost me a lot of infrastructure in terms of machines. But what if we did like a small grass field? Oh, this is not what I wanted to do. A small grass field for like over the winter, like cow food. I'm pretty sure that's a word. So do that. And then this is just going to be grass. We're just going to do some... I'm going to need way more things than this for that. But yeah, get started on that, please. And I'll run you a road or two just to make you happy about life. Because I like roads. Run that over to there, down there. No, that was very silly. Don't do that. Down there, and then just for fun, run one up there. Okay, all fine. Everything is fine. I always turn off fire because it's annoying. I always turn off electricity because it's incredibly boring. Incredibly boring. Our Monster Prom in that series too scripted for your channel. Actually, I already did Monster Prom. No, Monster Prom is on Wheel of Games. It's actually one of the first ones on Wheel of Games. Yes, it is too scripted. I try to even though a lot of the early channel growth was based on doing the Fighting Fantasy series and just reading things at you. I really don't like to just read things at you. I'm good at it, and I say that with a sprinkling rather of ego. But I'm good at reading things at you, but I'd rather not read things at you. So yeah, I did Monster Prom. If you want to check it out, it's on the Wheel of Games series. It was one of the very first ones that I did, and I think I had fun with it. I think it came across well in the video. But yeah, I keep looking at like dating sims, and God, they're so popular sometimes, and I know I could pull in a bunch of views, but I don't think I'm the one who's going to pull in the views for that, because I don't think it's what people are looking for. I think they want somebody to vaguely take it seriously. Have they ever improved on Machiavellian? I haven't checked in on that in a while. I know they keep poking at it. I don't know if it's like air quotes done at this point. It's a fun game. The only problem I had with... In fact, I think it's a great game. The only problem I had with it is it gets super grindy in the mid-game. You're just sitting there making things over and over and over. It's just wicked grindy. And it's just like more grind than I was comfortable with. I'm going to decorate. That'll be fun. Let's do, well, decorations for a start. Where were those things that I just did that I liked? Actually, skip that. Let's do a fence instead. And then rotate that for me. Yeah, let's do a fence right in here like that. Perfect. Okay. Looks great. Looks great. How are whatever it is I was growing here? 34 days left on that. Speaking of which, 71, 33 on the gooseberries. That'll be a nice chunk of money, too. I'm thinking... How are we doing over here? Do we get these planted? Cultivation in progress. Okay. You're going to bust on me to get you some sort of new machine soon. I know I need a baler for that. I'm not inclined to buy it now until they tell me to. Stop watching a channel after they lent into the had a boyfriend trend. Channel took off, but they admitted they stopped enjoying it. See, that would be it. Ultimately, Hurley, my growth will be slowed by my desire to have fun. I don't know. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Hang on, actually, while I'm looking at that, I'm gonna kind of go off script here and just move CoffeeCam. I did not oh, wow. That's gonna be weird when you guys see that. I did not realize that was directly in front of chat. I apologize for that. If anyone told me that in chat, I didn't see it, and I apologize for that too. Let me just shift some things around there. There we go. That makes much more sense. Okay, you'll see that in like 7 seconds. EA has me so worried by... Yeah, that happened. Just buying into so many failures. I'm not like a hate on EA person. I'm not a love on EA person either. I don't really have any strong opinions of them, frankly, one way or the other. Miniature Nerd does dating sims well. He does. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'd listen to Miniature Nerd say anything. He could read his shopping list, and I'd just sit there enraptured. That's why I'm doing this. Why I'm doing this channel. Because I discovered that. I'm like, oh my god, this is This happens. This really happens. Yeah, he can do dating sims. He can do virtually anything. He's that level of pro. I mean, he's a Rembrandt. He's a Picasso. He's a Leonardo da Vinci of this. He can pull up anything. I'm not that good where I can take literally any game and make it work. He can. He can absolutely. You could give him any game. You pick any game you like. You could give that to him and he will make that video work. Are some of the videos better than others? Yes. Do I absolutely know when he's enjoying it and when he isn't? Yeah. Boy, he really telegraphs that one. You can always tell by how many diddly-diddly-dees there are. I've started calling some of his videos diddly-diddly-dee games because it's clear he's just sort of going through the motions and phoning it in. So you hear a lot of diddly-diddly-dee this, diddly-diddly-dee that. It's fun, but you can tell he's not really into it. But he's still making it work. He's still getting the job done, and I'm still watching the darn video. I'll tell you that right now. What was it? Oh, I was checking in on these. Yeah, my grass seed. Okay, cool. Well, that'll be some food. Oh, I should get one of them thingamajiggies that do the thing, where you put the silage and the whatnots. So warehouses. Is it in warehouses or production? It's in production. Storage for silage. Sure. Let's do some storage for silage, like right up maybe here. Seems like a good spot for it. And we're covered with the water. Oh yeah, the water pump is right next door to that field. No problem at all. No problem at all. Okay. What's my next logical move here? Sell a few things while I'm thinking about things here. No, that's not selling. That's things, Dave. That's people. That's not what we do here. Okay, we don't sell people. 1,000 units of milk, sure. Throw some honey in there. I don't even just so we're clear. I don't even bother looking at the market. I don't care. I'm just selling it. It's irrelevant. I can't stress enough. It's almost impossible to fail this. I still have over $500,000, and I'm doing the bare minimum necessary here. The absolute bare minimum necessary to achieve anything at all. I should get into fish soon. Fish are fun. Or I could build some more greenhouses. That would give... Oh, you know what that would do? They'd be nicely staggered in time. Oh yeah, I should totally do that. I should 100% do that. So what if we did maybe a big greenhouse? They're not even that much money. So a big greenhouse, like here. Is that? Yeah, there we go. Here, and do that here, and then I'll run a road up the center there. Yeah, and that'll be nicely staggered, so they'll, between the two sets of greenhouses, they won't try to be there all the time. I'll play Dungeons 3 over the mobile DK games. Maxis, Bullfrog, Origin, Westward. Are we just all naming developers? Because that I can do that if you want. I can't really do it very well. Dave, Dungeons 3 is worth a try. I've tried Dungeons 3. I have Dungeons 3. I'm actually waiting for Dungeons 4. That would be something I would be realistically putting on the channel. I mean, it's probably, quite some time off, but Dungeons 4 is on the horizon. It is coming. It is in development. When is it going to be here? Don't know. But I'd rather wait for Dungeons 4 and do that, which would have far more broad appeal, than go back and do Dungeons 3. But I own Dungeons 3. I like Dungeons 3. I haven't gone very far into it. I really put in maybe a couple of hours into it, if that. But the concept is great. I love the idea of it. Everything on that game works for me. I'm just going to wait for Dungeons 4 because that makes more sense. Again, growth is always the goal. It's never not the goal. Will I achieve it? I don't know. But that, I'm dead set on that 10K. It's all that's in my mind right now. I want that badly. And then after I'm done with that, I'll want something else badly. But, that's goal-oriented when it comes to the channel. Waiting for Dragon's Dogma 2. I played Dragon's Dogma a little bit. Not long. Again, maybe a couple of hours. Maybe. Oh, yeah, you need people for that. I'm going to ignore that because we don't have anything to put there. So it's pointless for me to assign someone to that. However, that being said out loud, which I clearly did, you know what? That spot there would be perfect for another employee house. It'd be just perfect for that. Fit right in there. Oh, those were 30,000? Huh. Probably shouldn't go completely bonkers on those. Oh, I should also plant things in these. Yeah. Plant some potatoes. Sure. I might use some of these for just food crops for, animals and whatnot. Carrots? Maybe. Oh, black currant. Black currant is going to kill it. Now, I will put in another food crop here. So how about we did those fodder beets? As animals seem to like those sort of things. Thank you, Agent MOR. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Had no idea there was a Dungeons 4. Yeah, it's on the horizon. You know, is it going to be here next week? No, it's probably, I have no idea what their development time is. But I think you can check it out on Steam. I think it's got a Steam page. What is your problem? You don't have people. That's fine. People will get over there eventually. However, I will hire a couple of people. So do we have like a couple of quick plant people? Yeah, Madison, you're in. And endurance, that's actually a pretty good one. Yeah, I'll take Thea and Mohammed. Actually, give me the endurance person. Because you also got to back up in orchards. I should have got orchards going now. Yeah, orchards take a wicked... Orchards won't be here until next year. That's a whole new set of machinery, though. All right, next spring, I'll start planting orchards for the following year. I think having a good time is really important. If it seems like a job, it seems like a chore for me to watch. Yeah, I mean, let me be very clear. I put far more time into this channel than I do in my job. My actual, like, go-to-work job. I put far more time into this. Oh my god, astronomically more time into this. And if I'm not doing this, then I'm, like, planning this. I'm sitting on the couch going through Steam going, what looks good, what's coming up? I'm emailing a developer or two and asking for a key. I'm constantly working on this, but it is still fun. It's absolutely fun. And the second it stops being fun, it stops. Yes, I know about staff. Thank you very much. How many chickens do we have? Like all of them. Okay, clear all of that, please. Thank you. Actually, how many chickens do we have? Because there is a limit to the... Okay, we got 10 out of 10. So sell a few off. All right, sell a few off. We don't need 10 chickens. We can sell them and make more. Chickens are just constantly, eternally respawning. So there we go. Bunch more chickens. I'm sure we have no new cows. No, those do take an exceptionally long time to do. Exceptionally long time. Gord released every review, came back terrible. I have not looked at the reviews, but thank you for reminding me. I meant to look at that. And you're right, Grundle, you're right. It looked amazing. I'm disappointed to see the reviews are coming back badly. I'll check those out later. My only motivation to start a channel will be actually to finish game and ask for free keys. I'm going to tell you, Hurley, the free keys don't suck. Okay? I'm just going to say that. I'm going to say it out loud. I'm going to mean it. And I ain't gonna be embarrassed about it. It's nice to get free games. Half of my Steam library was free. Half of my Steam library was free. I would estimate. I haven't actually gone through, and I don't know if I could accurately count it anyway. I tell you what, free games ain't bad. Yeah, it took a while to get them. It took a long time to get them. All right, they ain't handing them out to anyone. That's why Xenonauts 2. I just kind of chuckled to myself at Xenonauts 2. Xenonauts 2 and I have a history. So when I was a spec, I mean, I'm a spec of a channel now, but when I was a real spec of a channel, like under 100 subscribers, I had the audacity to email the folks at Xenonauts 2 and said, hey, can I have a key to your game? And they were like, oh god, you're so adorable. Now, in their defense, they very politely emailed me back. They didn't just ghost me. They emailed me back. And they said, thank you for your interest in Xenonauts 2, basically. It's a long way off. It's going to be years until we release that game, and indeed it was. And when we do, we're going to probably only give keys out to people who have over 1,000 subscribers, which to me at that point felt like the largest channel in the world. And I emailed them back and said, I just emailed a simple challenge accepted and put my name at the bottom. That was it. And years later, they're sending me a key to Xenonauts 2. And they were very happy to send me a key to Xenonauts 2. Because, I put the work in and I grew the channel and I deserved it. Gord looked kind of interesting. I think the problem is people like games to fit into neat little boxes, many things. I don't mind if it doesn't fit into a box. In fact, I kind of like it. If you want to throw a few different things in the blender and hit the mix button, that's cool. So long as you do it well. And there's been a few games out. I can't immediately bring one to mind, but there's been a few games out recently where like, wow, you're throwing a lot of things in here. I think, actually, you know what? I would say Big Ambitions did that. Big Ambitions, although on its face, it's a tycoon game, there was a lot of different things going on in Big Ambitions, and I like that. The internet scares me. Really? Because you're on it, like, a lot. I wouldn't mind starting a channel and building my building logistics games because I'm petrified. Mel, I don't know what to tell you, Mel. I think that would be exceptionally good. I think that would be exceptionally good. Because you would... Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, all of chat, I'm going to tell you right now how this would go down. Mel would start a channel tomorrow, and Mel would overtake me immediately. Because what you do would be... And I'm just kind of reading your mind here. Mel has been in chat for a very, very long time. Extremely good friend of the channel. And I just got a vibe. All right, I just got a vibe. And it was no comedy aside. I'm not saying this to be funny. No comedy aside. I just get a vibe. You would do really good, like, tutorial videos on games. So, like, I'm thinking of, like, Plastic Swans, who does, like, tutorial-y kind of things. Maybe not quite tutorial-y things, but does some tutorial-y things on Planet Zoo. Or Delady Signer, who I am, like, addicted to now, because your tutorials on Planet Zoo are amazing. That's what you'd end up doing, and you'd kill it. Because you have that mindset. I don't. You would overtake my channel momentarily. You would start up a channel on whatever game it is you were doing, or games, and you do like really cool short. I think you'd do short videos, like hyper focused on one thing, like Plastic Swans or something like that, and you would kill it. You would absolutely kill it. Your Xenonauts 2 story is how you network. It's marketing awesomeness. Yeah, actually, interestingly enough, now that you say that, Bobcat, it was not about networking back then. It was about networking now. So way back in the day, when Xenonauts 2 was just a distant star on the horizon, I was talking to the developer. And now I'm talking to the publisher, which is way more important. The publisher cares about who's getting keys. Developer doesn't. Developer has no interest in that. I learned that with that aquarium game that I can't immediately come to mind. I don't know. You build an aquarium. I can't, and it's had something like aquarium in the title. I can't remember the name of it. But that's when I twigged on that it has nothing to do with the developer. It's everything to do with the publisher. That's the guy who's literally holding the keys to the castle or the gate or whatever you want a key to. Bresme, welcome. So whatever you'd like a key to, they're holding it. Because I contacted the developer of that game, the aquarium game that I can't immediately remember, and said, hello, I'm a very, very tiny channel, but I'd love to play your game. It looks really cool, and I think it would work well on my channel. Is there any chance I could have a key? And he emailed me back. He's like, sure. I'm like, oh, wow, cool. Because this was a pretty hyped game. People were really excited about this. And then when the day came, and I'm like, hey, can I have that key that you said I could have? And I actually literally have like a screenshot of our Twitter conversation saying I could have it. He's like, oh yeah, the publishers are in charge of that and nobody under 1,000 subs. And he's just like, sorry. It's not the developers. It's the publishers. It's the publishers. That's who So what I did, Bobcat, is, and I'm still doing, in fact, doing it as of yesterday, started to get really as cuddly as possible with the people who work for the publishers who are in charge of their marketing. That is why, and I'll tell you right now, that is why there is a dearth of Hooded Horse games on the channel. Because Hooded Horse, two things. One, has a lot of games that I like. Their stable of games, yes, pun intended, Hooded Horse, stable of games, I get it. Their stable of games, there's many, and this includes Xenonauts 2 and several others that you've seen on the channel recently, and you're going to be seeing again in the future. Hooded Horse has a lot of games that I like, and I have worked very hard to network with one of the people who's in charge of their marketing to be like, hey, I am your guy. If you want to throw a Hooded Horse game key at me, I will put it on the channel. Even if, it's not necessarily like going to be a big series or anything, I will make something happen. And now include Megaquarium. That was it. Megaquarium. Thank you. That was exactly the one. So now, including yesterday night, like Mrs. Dave and I went out to dinner yesterday night, and I kind of glanced at my phone. Email pops up from Hooded Horse. Hey, here's another key. Cool. Thank you. So I'm just like on the list. Anything going at Hooded Horse, I assume, hopefully, anything going at Hooded Horse. I've gotten everything they've got so far. Anything going at Hooded Horse, they're throwing me a key because I have worked very, very hard to get cuddly with them. Is this a one-off for the new Saturday game? I don't know. I'm shocked we're doing it at all, Willow. I'm kind of digging it. I mean, I can never... Again, Farm Manager 2021 is on my list of go-to games. So in my Steam library, when I've got it categorized, it's under my go-to category, where I can just always sit down and play it. It's just no point... Like if you say to me, you got a couple hours to kill. Okay, I'll play some Farm Manager 2021. I can always play this. So I'm totally fine with this. And speaking of which, where are we at? We're still in May. I've still got quite a bit of time in this year to set up some other things. I want to end today with my basic infrastructure in play. So, I mean, I think, Willow, the short answer is I'm certainly probably definitely coming back next week with this. You should try Against the Storm. Yes. Okay, and that actually is Hooded Horse. Against the Storm is also Hooded Horse. I have Hooded Horse. I don't have it on Steam. I have it on Epic. And I did actually get a key from that one directly from the developer before Hooded Horse acquired it. I'm all about the Hooded Horse. I honestly... And you know what it always is? It's not so much what are they doing now, but you know what? Maybe someday they've got the next AAA game. And they're looking in my direction. That's the key. It's networking, like Bobcat is talking about. Against the Storm is Hooded Horse. I poked at it. It's one of those ones, like, it's in the back of my mind, like, God, I gotta get that back on the channel. And I just never quite get around to it. But it is... I poked at it for a few seconds, and you could definitely see that on the channel. That may definitely turn up on the channel. If only to continue to be cuddly to Hooded Horse. Even though they didn't give me the key. I had the key prior to that. So yeah, a long story short, wow. Farm Manager 2021. Well, when Mel said it's definitely going to include some WASD at ramblings, I think we got a lot of rambling going on today. A lot of rambling. But I think that, because I just heard Mrs. Dave come home, that is where we will call the stream for today. I think we'll definitely come back to this for at least a little while. I don't know how much longer, but a little while. We'll just kind of poke around and see what nonsense comes out of my mouth. But we will pick up some more of this again next time. And of course, we'll do RimWorld on Friday. But I will let you guys get on to far more important things to do with the rest of your evening than watching this nonsense. But thank you so very, very much for coming by. I adore doing this for you. And I'm glad we got to chit-chat. This is very much a chit-chatty kind of stream. I barely need to pay attention to Farm Manager 2021. As you can see, it's going just fine. Without my intervention, just fine. So guys, I will catch you next week. Other than that, you know where to find me. Thank you so much for doing this. I love doing this for you. It cheers me up no end, and hopefully you guys have a good time too. I will see you next week. Goodbye, and